How's it going, everyone? I'm Al. Today, I've got a pretty good Zerg player. You might not know him, hopefully you do. But yeah, our red Zerg player is DRG. And his opponent is a nice, tricky, and very solid Terran. It's Special. Now, if you've been around StarCraft for a little bit, you will know of DRG. Don Regu, he was insane at some point. I think Wings of Liberty, he was at some point considered the best in the world. And then for a while in Heart of the Storm, I think he was really good. Then obviously he had to do his mandatory military service. Ooh, that's a mouthful. And yeah, he's still good. He's insanely good. But he hasn't quite hit that same form as back in the good old days of StarCraft 2. Special, I mean, what do I need to say about Special? Mexican player. He's been playing in Korea for a long time. I actually don't know if he's still there. I think he might be somewhere else now, but he's a solid Terran player. He takes a lot of his builds and a lot of his strategies from the Korean scene. So he plays a very solid style of Terran. Also a player that is very often not scared to mech. What is this placement? Why? Also, he does things like this. He optimizes his builds in ways that, yeah, he can explain, and he explains it very well. Very knowledgeable player. But yeah, you ask me what this is, and I'm gonna go, I don't know. He's rallying it. All right, follow the rally line. Where's he rallying it? It's on something that's moving, on the Reaper. It's probably going to be Hellions, right? Not much to see Reaper Zerglings. Is that 6 Zerglings out of DRG? Yeah, sometimes a little bit of a variation in style. Korean Zergs often like to go for the 6 Zerglings. Ah, that's why. Yeah, so he's going to go Hellions towards the starport here, where I'm assuming a medevac is going to pick it up. So everything on the low ground, I guess it's going to help keep him nice and safe, right? It's not a bad build, I guess. Just different. You don't often see that. It's going for 3 Reapers. And what's the follow-up? Single Hellion. No, he's gonna get more Hellions. So the Hellion and the 3 Reapers, the third one is there on its way. They're gonna see if they can get something done. DRG should be able to defend it. That was not clean. Losing the Hellion, that's obviously not worth it. So it's gonna be a Liberator. Cool, what I like here, look at this is clever. Special is using these units to keep the queens out here. And then I think he's hoping to be able to sneak the Liberator in behind. And if he gets it in a good position here, really irritating to deal with as a Zerg player. Reactor coming up on the barracks, on the barracks, 3rd CC. Okay, so the build is normal. It's just the placement of the buildings here in the wall. But I guess it makes sense because walling this off will be a real pain in the buttock. Where's the... there he goes. He's got 4 workers so far. That's a nice position there. Good surface area. He's going to move it away before the queen can get any damage done. And now it's the kind of back and forward. I don't like this position. Queen's going to be able to get it easily. Is disrupting a lot of mining time. At the same time, there is a bunch of Zerglings here. Almost getting through that barracks. Sorry, my observing seems to be super slow today. The Zerglings find the starport. That's a shame. Yeah, he was making a Raven out of it to carry on the harassment. Now he's got a bunch of Hellions. And we'll see where he goes from there. If he's going to go into... He's making more Hellions. Ooh, it's going to be mech. Mech. I did say, Special likes to mech. I do love mech. I hope it works out for him. Third base is going to finish. Probably going to go for the Orbital first. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe, yeah, this was fully scouted by DRG. So we'll have to see how DRG responds to this, because he has to respond to it. Maybe not. I guess, you know, the pros are good enough. They'll just like be, okay, well, we'll just take the entire map then. Liberator's going to come in, see if it can get a couple more workers. They do one-shot workers. Queen's going to walk the long way around. Moving out of the way. Spore Crawler, obviously, very good. Hellions still trying to get rid of a queen, and they finally get a queen. Roach Warren, I'm assuming that DRG wants to get a little bit aggressive. Stop the mech before it really gets underway. I wonder what type of mech it is. Another Liberator. I love that. So he just keeps lifting up the starport and moving it away, and DRG's like, okay, well, I'll send more Zerglings. No, he's not going this time. Barracks floating around in the middle of the map. Odd little barracks. Where is the other Liberator? Oh, it died. Oh no. Roach speed, Evo chamber. That's a lot of Hellions. If they could get through, they can get a lot of worker damage done. Blue Flame is on the way with Cyclone, so it's going to be a battle mech style. Yes. I like the battle mech. It is a little bit quicker than your average standard mech. I can't talk today. But it still hits hard. Good little block there with the Hellions. Good movement. Barracks is being attacked by a queen because that's what you normally see in a Terran versus Zerg. This starport is odd. It's very odd. Okay, so he's getting the upgraders. Upgrades for the Hellion as well as the Cyclone. Obviously those upgrades do benefit those units quite a lot. DRG comfortably going to take his fourth. Cranking out Roaches like there's no tomorrow. Now Roaches are pretty decent against Hellions. Not so much against the Cyclones, because Cyclones are just that bloody quick. Special has not gone for a fourth just yet. He's just making more factories at this point, getting a reactor on this one so he can continue with his production of Hellions. These Hellions going to work on the creep a little bit. Blue Flame Hellions. Hello. What's happening? What did I do? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, things were lagging. I pressed the wrong button. Hey, we're back. How far back did that skip? Anyway, okay, well, maybe I can actually do a better job of observing now. I feel like I'm slow today. My observing is a little bit behind schedule. Okay, big Hellions coming in. That's why he's not too scared to attack, because there comes the Cyclones, and they can take out Roaches. Maybe not in those numbers. Ooh, Goodling running by here, getting a bunch of workers there. That's 5 down so far. Hellions are going to help to clear this, but that's a lot of Zerglings. Not actually as much damage as I thought they were going to get. I expected big damage. 6 SCVs is nothing to sneeze at now. Cloaked Banshees. What is this? Infestors. So he wants to use the Infestors, what I'm assuming, is to get a couple of fungal growths on the fast moving battle mech. And that will allow his Roaches to catch up and be able to deal the damage that they need. Because yeah, look, this is what they do. The battle mech player just keeps kiting. And you can't chase it with Roaches, especially not off creep. Oh, I want to see what the Banshee does. Just go mass Banshees. Why not? Do it. Okay. Finally, this Overseer gets taken care of. That thing was sitting in the base for a very long time. Ooh, loses a couple of Hellions for cheap there. I mean, not that it's the biggest thing, they are a mineral only unit. So it's just a single Banshee. Where did it go? Oh, it's floating in the middle. And then a Raven. I like the Raven. I think Ravens are very good units. Even though they were changed up a little bit, I still think they're pretty decent. These Hellions are not going to get anything done. Except getting rid of a bunch of Zerglings, which I guess is cool. Ooh, Burrowed Roaches. Sneaky Detective Agent 007 Roaches. That is not any particular theme song, because as I was making noises, I actually forgot the theme song to 007. That one. Also, my singing is nothing to write home about, so I should probably not do it. Okay, now there are some tanks out, and this mech army is starting to grow. I'm surprised he snuck that one in there. Hydras? Roach, Hydra, Infester, which is where? Where are the Infestors? Okay, they're burrowing around. Does he have... Doesn't have the upgrades yet for the Infestors. Going for Banelings as well. Okay, well, why not? Get everything. And this one is quite on the balance because the worker count's very close by. The army count is pretty close by. The armor upgrades are very close by. And now DRG going into a Spire. He does enjoy his Spire. I'm assuming that's going to be for a little bit of... Alright, well, Banelings can get rid of those buggies. A little bit of Broodlords. Maybe Mutalisks? But Mutalisks are not very common against a mech player. It's a good Zerg army though. Very nice Zerg army. Are going to be a lot of tanks out though. So, you know, those tanks, they do hit hard. And there's 5 lined up here. It's going to be a bunch of damage. A little bit of a Dorito bomb there on the Zerg units. Only gets rid of 1 tank, loses a decent chunk, but still up in supply. That being said, scan going down, helping those Cyclones to hit a good range. Overlord, Overseer even gets targeted. Oh, the Infestors. The underground sharks, they are lurking, waiting for the perfect fungal. I like those missile turrets. Special obviously aware of that, so he wants to make sure that he is protecting his bases not only from the air, but also from those burrowed units. That, yeah, the planetary can just take care of them. Oh, big engagement here. Tanks are unsieged. He's not even going to siege them up. Fungal growth hits, which means that Special has to engage. And he lost a chunk of his army, but DRG did too. Our Zerg player did too. Maybe I should say it that way. Now, there's the greatest spire on the way. 3 more factories busy producing. 3 Vipers. Don Regu going for a very advanced army. I like this. Hellbat's morphing, and now Special is well planted on the creep with his siege tanks. This is going to be a difficult position to break. Now, he's not quite in a dangerous position just yet. Zergling's going to run by once again. Oh, there's so few SCVs at this base. Oh, these tanks are going to be picked off. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I mean, this is not a cheap trade, but DRG has a decent economy. So he's going to take those tank shots to the face. He wants to break that position so that Special cannot be too comfy in that position that he's in. These Zerglings still going to town. That's 12 workers. At some point, just let the ACVs fight. Oof. I mean, I do that and I lose a lot of ACVs or drones or whatever. So don't listen to me, Special. You keep doing you. You are the professional. You actually get paid for what you do. Good map vision here all around for DRG. So Special's now at that point where he is down quite a lot of workers. I mean, DRG's gone up to almost 100. And his army is growing. And I don't think there's quite enough to hold out against this massive Roach Ravager army. I have no idea where the spellcasters even are. I mean, this is not an amazing trade. Yeah, where's the Infestors? Did he lose them? Oh, he did. He lost all his Infestors. Ouch. Ugh, this is not a great trade for DRG at all. Ah. Yeah, I don't like this. Bunch of ravens up in the air. That's 4 ravens that he's got. Still producing out of this odd starport on the opponent's side of the map. DRG. I mean, he's still got superior army supply. I think Special's army is probably stronger. But with those Broodlords coming out, there's no Thors just yet, just the Cyclones. And I think the Broodlords are going to do fine against those Cyclones. Yeah, the Cyclones are not going to be able to get away from the Broodlings. This barracks is having a grand old time just flying around. Look at me, I'm the barracks that no one loves and sent out to scout and die. Okay, so we've got a couple of Broodlords. By a couple mean 5. 6th one is almost done. I think Special should very soon. No, he doesn't. Now he does. Sees the Broodlords. I'm assuming we're going to see some Thors. Thors obviously do counter Broodlords. I mean, maybe the Cyclones are fine. I don't know. I don't actually know the interaction. That base is going to be cancelled. The Vipers are here. They're going to do a good job. That barracks is eventually going down. Sorry, barracks. You did your best. And the Cyclones are getting some lock-ons onto the Broodlords. Vipers get disabled by the Ravens. That's brilliant. The Roach army is now pushing in. The tanks are not sieged. And I think DRG is just going to go run away with this one. Yeah. GG is called. Special realizes that he runs out of gas. And DRG didn't even need to use his spellcasters and things. But yeah, fun little game. They're interesting mech playstyle by Special. But DRG just biding his time. Getting out his Broodlords. And just pushing on a greater economy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you want to see more StarCraft content. And give me your thoughts on the game if you want to. Drop it down in the comments. But anyway, I will see you in the next one.